What's up? It's Alex. If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. It's free. There's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you, so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything that you need to make a podcast all in one place. So download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started.
In a small town in Texas, a normal American politician was doing his job.
I could not vote for this bill. Not on a plane, not on a train, not on a boat, or in a car.
He was well liked by his Republican colleagues and had a very regular life. But that all changed when Donald Trump showed up.
You have an ugly wife, Ted. She's not very good looking. I own the nicest wife. I've owned many wives. Oh, so many wives.
And Ted didn't defend his wife. Something was wrong.
Give it to me straight, doctor. What's the diagnosis?
I'm sorry, Ted. I'm afraid you have anti-testiculitis.
Is it terminal?
No, it just means that you have no balls.
Lord, I don't know what I'm going to do.
He was searching for options until he found an unlikely ally.
Listen, Ted. I know I called you the Zodiac Killer, insulted your wife, and your dad said he killed Kennedy. Called you all kinds of big, beautiful names, such great names, but we can work together.
Doing what, Donald?
Making lies. Selling those lies all over America, and maybe at some point expand, become the kingpin of lies. Are you willing to work together, Ted?
Well, whatever helps me get my balls back.
What?
Nothing, never mind.
From the mind of critically acclaimed writer Vince Gilligan comes another action-filled drama about a normal guy who evolved into doing the unthinkable to get what he wants.
We have a new business partner. His name's Vlad. He runs a fried chicken store. He's also president of Russia.
Hello, gentlemen. You work for me now. We are going to take our disinformation worldwide.
The newest show to hit your TV is going to blow your mind.
I've spent most of my life scared, frightened of things that could happen, might not happen. 50 years I spent like that, finding myself awake at 3 in the morning, wishing I was able to jerk off, but I can't because of the lack of testicles. But you know what? Ever since I lost my testicles, I sleep just fine.
Senator Cruz, why did you go off to Cancun as Texas froze? Can you really blame your family?
I didn't do it for them. I didn't go to Cancun for them. I did it for me, Skyler. I just liked it.
My name's not Skyler, it's John. So you're saying you went on vacation during a crisis in your state to avoid having to help people during this time of need?
Oh, well, yes, I guess you could say that.
Crushing Cruz, coming to AMC this summer.
And Mrs. Cruz, just curious, how did you meet your husband?
I fucked Ted?
Summer 2021.
Ladies and gentlemen, the short news with your host, Alex Madore.
What is up? Hello, America, and anywhere else that this podcast is played. Welcome back to the Short News Podcast, the show where we bully Ted Cruz because the man deserves it more than anyone else. I hope everyone's weekend was decent, even though we're still in coronavirus and Biden is saying we won't be back to normal until Christmas time. That means we'll still be in this shit during the summer, so there goes any future plans you or me may have been thinking about having. My friends are trying to pressure me to hang out with them right after getting the vaccine, and first of all, I'm not going to be allowed to get the vaccine for a long time. I'm like last on the list, most likely. Secondly, the vaccine takes 2 full weeks to give you immunity. So then after that, there's still a chance of carrying and spreading the virus, and then giving it to unvaccinated people. It's a bad idea. It's not that I don't want to see people. I'm just not willing to think about taking that risk right now until I know it's truly safe. This shit is serious, and it still feels like a lot of people aren't taking it seriously enough, and I'm getting pretty sick of it. I want to do normal people shit, and I can't do that because everyone else is going around doing normal people shit when this isn't a normal fucking time, meaning we can't actually do normal people shit safely for even longer. Yesterday I went outside though just to go to an ATM, and it was so refreshing just to be outside, getting the fresh air and feeling the sun on the parts of my face that aren't covered by an N95 mask. It was only 15 minutes at most, but it felt good. And then I went back to the stuffy apartment and immediately got depressed. There's nothing to do. That's why I'm recording this on a Sunday morning for once. I literally have nothing better going on because this stupid pandemic makes it impossible to do anything. You know, on a normal weekend like this, maybe we would have left the city to go visit family, but we haven't done that in over a year. I haven't seen my hometown in over a year. This is the longest time I've gone without going to Ridgefield. And this is the longest time I've gone without seeing my friends or family. It's driving me insane. I would be a liar if I said I was doing fine with all of this. I'm getting antsy, feel angry, being cooped up in here because other people can't get their shit together. You have these stupid fucking influencers, I guess, who are out partying with no masks and flaunting it and telling us normal people to fuck ourselves while they have the times of their lives. See Nikita Dragon and Patrick Starr, which by the way is just taking a massive disrespectful shit on the real Patrick Starr and his legacy. Disgraces that name in my opinion. They're out here posting videos bragging about how they're disobeying the mandates that would help us get out of this fucking situation. It's people like them who are the reason that I haven't been able to see my dad or brother in over a year. They can't do one fucking thing to save the rest of us while we do it to help save them. And we all suffer because of them. That doesn't even account for the fact that they're influencers. It's literally in the title of their occupation. They influence the people who follow them, usually by shilling out shitty gummy vitamins that don't do anything but also sell for $35 a pop. But they also influence their fan base through their behavior. And what they're doing with all this COVID denying bullshit is setting us back at astronomical levels. There isn't a fucking single reason to be having a maskless house party with hundreds of people. I don't give a fuck about your birthday, Nikita Dragon. You literally don't know how to put on a mask, and you're a disgrace to society for contributing to the spread. Get your fucking shit together, influencers. Like, I saw the Bust It rapper. I don't know her name. Like, people clown on her because she thinks she's a lot more famous than she is. She had a concert where she was booed off stage because she was a terrible performer. But that's not the point. This was a shitty venue where everyone was close together, either with no masks or masks under their chin. And call me a pussy all you want, but the science is just common sense. You cover your face, the shit that comes out doesn't go all over other people and into their face holes. Wearing a mask isn't that fucking hard to do, but so many people seem to have such a problem with doing the one thing that is proven to help prevent the spread of this shit. Other people are following protocol. I would love to have a fucking venue for this year. I signed with my booking agency last February, but I'm not even looking to do any shows right now because it's not safe. It's just not safe. And I know that so many people crowded together in a room cheering and spraying their fluids all over each other isn't really the thing you want to set up during a time like this. Again, that's common sense. But New York is looking like they're trying to open up more and more. Concert venues will be open for the spring, as will sports stadiums. So they're really trying to force us back to normal, even though only a small fraction of the population has gotten access to the first and second doses of the vaccines. All of this shit is a mess. There's no research that says it's safe enough to go to have concerts while so many people are unvaccinated. It's going completely against what should be done while people are still trying to get the vaccine. I haven't even gone onto the site to register for it yet. I'm not even going to try. Because I know I don't qualify, and even when I do, it's going to be like trying to order a PS5 or Xbox on launch day. You have to keep refreshing the page at weird hours in the night and wait for only like 1 of 5 spots that day to open up, because they're only giving a limited number of these out per day, even though they have enough for more people in the city. And then when you find an availability, it's somewhere like an hour and a half away from where you are, and in some fucking convention center waiting to be called upon like you're at the deli. That's the least stressful part of it all, is when you can finally get the damn vaccine, though. When you're finally there. Like, make the vaccine more accessible. And maybe then we can open some more shit up and feel good about it, because that will make more sense once more people are immune to this virus that has killed almost 500,000 people in this country alone. I swear, fucking de Blasio is hoarding these vaccines when he could be distributing them to enough people for it to make sense to loosen the mandates. The mayor doesn't want to give teachers the help they need, but wants to open the schools and send them to die. He doesn't want to give people the vaccine, but wants them to crowd into stadiums and concert halls and dine maskless and indoors. I don't think I'm being too nitpicky here when I'm saying everything this man does is ass backwards and wrong, and he needs to be removed for it. Fuck Mayor de Blasio. He's a giant fucking oafish prick. Give the people this fucking vaccine, or don't act like everyone already has it and send them out into danger. That's ridiculous. This is what I have to say about Mayor de Blasio.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying?
He's just full of shit. And then, Andrew Cuomo. This is more fitting for him.
Why the fuck you lying?
Andrew Cuomo.
Why you always lying?
He's a liar. Fucking lying piece of garbage. His administration, so he lied about the number of deaths in nursing homes, lowering the real number by about 50%, meaning that a whole bunch of old people who died that he acted like didn't, because he didn't want the Trump administration's Justice Department to investigate him. Why are you worried about that if you've got nothing to hide? The guy we're supposed to depend on for information, the dude everyone wanted to bang all of a sudden, the governor of New York, fucking gave us false statistics. He's a liar. And I hope he gets removed as well, or something. Like some sort of disciplinary action. Everyone needs to stop sucking Cuomo off and accept that he's a cowardly, deceitful fuck and move on to actually solving this problem that we're stuck with. Lying about dead people during a global crisis is one of the worst things you can possibly do. Piece of human garbage. Chelsea Handler was saying she wanted to sleep with Cuomo. And dude, fuck whatever Chelsea Handler has to say. She's like a wine mom, except no one ever wanted to have kids with her. I can't stand how people are simping for these crooked, shitty politicians on both sides. People were simps for Trump, so much so that they stormed the Capitol building for him and tried to overthrow the government in his favor. People mindlessly and rapidly back Joe Biden and attack anyone who criticizes him because they're so brainwashed to only say good things about the fucking guy. Meanwhile, he's scamming the American people out of the $2,000 that they've needed since fucking July. But as the time to answer questions about the Super Bowl, what do you think about the Super Bowl, Joe? In interviews with the reporters, Joe, no one cares about your fucking take on football. Where is the money, you ancient confused fart? Politicians don't care about us, not one fucking bit. And speaking of politicians who don't care about the people they serve, friend of the show, Ted Cruz, was in the news for some not-so-great headlines. Texas has been demolished by a terrible snowstorm, a once-in-120-year storm that they weren't at all prepared for, and people have been suffering with no food, no water, no heat, and no electricity for days. Over 60 people have died from either carbon monoxide poisoning or from freezing to death. People are lining up at grocery stores, gas stations are shut down, no one can even fill up their car. So, and you would think Ted Cruz, being the senator of Texas that he is, would come out and speak to the people, calm down his fellow Texans, show them support, and guide them to the light at the end of the tunnel. Well, I hate to break it to you, but Ted said, I'm a head out, and took his family, left his dog behind at the house, and got on the next flight to Cancun. If you haven't seen this yet, go to Twitter and search Ted Cruz Cancun. There's pictures of him waiting at the airport with his bags, checking in, and pictures of him on the plane, and then him being in Cancun, and it's truly disgusting. How are you an elected official for a state that's currently in its worst condition ever, and you just quietly abandon everyone who unfortunately needs you to go on a tropical vacation instead? Talk about no fucking testicles. Can't handle the conditions that all his fellow Texans are having to endure, even though he's on record. We've played this on this podcast on record, saying that he was lucky enough to have heat and power. So he was having the neighborhood kids and their families over to hang out because they had everything they needed that other Texans don't have. They had heat and power, so why did they go to Cancun? He's full of shit when he says that they didn't. Because they left their dog at home alone. There's pictures of the dog looking out the door. And the heat is on in there, obviously, otherwise the dog would be fucking frozen at this point. Then that'd be a whole nother story. But they still had to take this trip to Cancun, still to do the most tone-deaf thing you can possibly do. You fucking fool. Yeah. What other soundboard things do I have here? Oh, yeah, a round of applause to Ted Cruz for being an absolute idiot.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Give me that pussy.
Oh, my God. Fuck Ted Cruz. Fuck Ted Cruz. We've said that many times on this show, but he's another piece of shit politician with too much responsibility, even though he has none inside of himself, as evidenced by him going on vacation while his state freezes over. How did he even get a flight when everything was grounded and no one else could leave?
Like, finally, my people are depending on me, and my fellow Texans actually need me to do something good. I have a chance at redemption. I can save them. But since I have no testicles, it's probably best for me to sit this one out far away somewhere nice and warm. So long, Texas. I'll post plenty of pics on Instagram.
Talk about a no testicles move. You could not have done something more sackless than going to Cancun while the state you're the senator for, is suffering. Then he blames his kids, which I think is pretty hilarious. So we can look at the official statement he gave regarding this well-timed getaway. All right, I got the link here.
Oh, let's go to how do we do this? Oh my God. I'm so bad at technology. You know me, Ted Cruz. I'm terrible at tech stuff. Ted Cruz, they call me.
Okay, ready?
I started having second thoughts almost the moment I sat down on the plane because
Despite his fellow Texans suffering,
no, shut
freezing, going hungry, some of them even
Fuck. Okay.
I started having second thoughts almost the moment I sat down on the plane. Because on the one hand, all of us who are parents have a responsibility to take care of our kids, take care of our family. That's something Texans have been doing across the state.
He said he was trying to be a good dad. That was the other thing.
But I also have a responsibility that I take very seriously to the state of Texas. And frankly, leaving when so many Texans were hurting didn't feel right. So I changed my return flight and flew back on the first available flight I could take.
With protesters audible outside his home, Cruz said he understands the anger many Texans feel. You can hear the protesters. Oh my God. We're in a strange time where Twitter's been going crazy and the media is going crazy. And a lot of venom and vitriol that I think is unfortunate, frankly, on both sides. I think everyone ought to treat each other with respect and decency and try to understand each other more, particularly at a time of crisis. Oh, I understand you, Ted. Oh, I understand your situation. That you have no testicles. You have none. You couldn't even... Dude, just stay the fuck home. You shouldn't have even gone. It's fine if you want to get your family out of there, but you better fucking stay. You shouldn't have even gone.
I was trying to be a good dad. Oh my daughter told me she wanted to go to Cancun during the middle of a crisis, and I was like, well, okay.
Dude, you only booked your return flight for the next day because Twitter was lighting you up for being an asshole.
Oh, my 10-year-old kid told me she wanted to go to Cancun, so I listened to my 10-year-old because, in my thinking, even she is more reasonable than I am, so I just listen to her and do what she says. That's what's going on there.
So you know what? Let's see if Ted has anything else to say about this or if he got on any shows to explain himself in another installment of our favorite segment, Roasting Ted Cruz. Are you ready to roast Ted? Okay, he was on Hannity. Let's see Hannity kiss his ass. That's too loud.
That's too loud for me.
Senator Ted Cruz tonight is facing the ire of the mob, the media, for traveling to Cancun, Mexico with his daughters to drop them off and come home as Texas is still addressing the fallout.
No, dude, he even said he only booked his return flight like right after he got shit on Twitter. After he got found out. Otherwise he wouldn't have gone home. If nobody noticed that he was gone. Oh, my God.
And damage from severe weather. Now, in response, Senator Cruz tonight did say, in retrospect, he might have made a mistake, adding in a statement, in part, wanting to be a good dad. I flew down with them last night, and I'm flying right back this afternoon. And he did. My staff and I are in constant communication with state, local leaders to get to the bottom of what happened in Texas. Joining us now to talk about it is Texas Senator Ted Cruz.
Oh, here he is.
I have a piece of this story that nobody knows, that you know to be true, and Governor Abbott knows to be true.
Oh, yes. Oh, let's hear it. Let's hear the piece that Sean Hannity has.
And that is, I got contact very early in the week from the official meteorologist of my radio show, Joe Bastardi, frequent guest on this program at weatherbell.com. And he sent a note to both of you.
Are they a right-wing weather site? So we're going to have rain today, but not if the liberals want that, because they'll say it's from global warming or something, that we're going to have rain because of the fucking global war. I don't know what they would say. Something right-winged that attack at liberals even on their weather channel. I'm not funny today. I'm sorry. I haven't had enough energy drinks.
To you and Governor Abbott. In that note, he said this is going to be far worse than I think others are predicting. You got in
So I'm gonna leave and go off to Cancun. I'm gonna get the fuck out of here.
touch with him. The governor got in touch with him. You took it seriously, and you worked hand in hand
So seriously that I left the state. I left the country.
with the governor in the lead up to this, knowing this was all a big possibility. And this is days before that happened, and you were fully and completely engaged. And I know that from my own reporting and my own conversations with you. And
You're a reporter, Sean Hannity? Really? Are you sure? Are you sure about that? Because last time I checked, you were just a hack.
Governor Abbott and with Joe Bastardi. Now, you went and you took your daughters to Cancun and you came back. I think
I only came back because this meanie Alex Madore on Twitter was really bullying me. He said some terrible things. He said he implied that I'm disabled. He said some other things that were just terrible. Like, coming from the left, they have such personally attacking statements, and it hurts my feelings. At the end of the day, you know, I'm somewhat human, semi-human, like half blobfish.
you can be a father and be the senator of Texas all at the same time and make a round trip, quick drop-off trip and come home.
Well, Sean, that's right. And
Let me, before he talks, he did not book a round trip. He booked a ticket to Cancun and he was going to stay for a while. He booked his ticket back last minute. He got on the next flight home. There is a picture of the upgrade list of people who get a last minute flight and they can get upgraded to business class, and he was last on the list to possibly be upgraded. And that means he was last minute. He was last minute. He didn't plan to come back the next day. He planned to go to Cancun and fucking chill.
starting with what you opened with, you connected me with Joe early on before these storms actually even hit the state of Texas. And I got to say, you called me and told me Joe was very impressive. He knew his stuff. And I called him that evening and spent significant time on the phone with him talking through what he saw coming. And he was predicting not one, but two major winter storms, the combination of which he believed would have an impact on Texas that would exceed.
Sam, he has a really nice house. I hate Ted Cruz, but that is really nice furniture. He's got a glass table. Is that a glass nightstand? Wow. I've never seen that before. Wow. And that lamp is okay, I gotta stop. I'm complimenting his furnishings. That's not good.
Anything we've seen in this state since 1899. And I thought it was a very impressive, a very serious. He sent me charts and data on what was.
It was so impressive that I packed all my shit and left.
Was coming. And you reached out and I reached out to Governor Abbott and said, listen, this guy knows his stuff and you ought to talk to him. And we helped connect them. And, at the same time, Governor Abbott had already declared an emergency in all 254 counties all across Texas. And so I joined with John Cornyn in urging Joe Biden to declare a federal disaster to mirror the governor's request, which President Biden, to his credit, did. And so that was early on, right before these storms came. We knew they were serious.
See, I was doing stuff. It didn't matter that I left for a little bit. It didn't matter that I tried to get out of there. I was there in spirit. I was there in spirit. Okay.
Week has been hell for the state of Texas. It has been two storms on top of each other. 4 million Texans lost power, no lights, many with no water. It has been frustrating. I'll tell you, Sean, a lot of Texans are mad or pissed off. How can it be that Texas, the energy capital of the world, can't turn our lights on and can't heat our homes? A lot of Texans are frustrated
Because you're not connected to the rest of the United States power grid because you want to be independent from the rest of the country. We want to succeed. We want to secede. We want to get out of this. Fuck the union. We're Texas. Right?
This shouldn't have happened. I'll tell you, Heidi and me, we lost power for 2 days. Our house was dark. We had no heat. Actually, the fireplace behind me, we were all huddled around the fireplace because...
False. He had people over because they had power. They had heat. He's making up that,
Oh, we were going through the same struggles as you guys. We were feeling it too in our giant mansion where we have an electric generator, so it doesn't really matter because, you know, I'm a rich man and I'm making paper like I said before. You know, so we were completely fine, huddling in each of our rooms, sitting on our Hulus and eating Cheetos and whatever.
Because it was the only heat in the house. And after a couple of days, after the girls being really cold, it being in the teens.
It wasn't a couple of days. He's lying. Because days ago, we listened to him talk about how he had power. He's full of shit. These people, these politicians are completely full of it.
And the 20s outside, our girls asked, said, look, school's been canceled for the week. Can we take a trip and go somewhere warm? And Heidi and I, as parents, we said, okay, sure. And so last night I flew down with them.
See, it's my kid's fault. It's not mine. Blame my 10-year-old daughter, okay? Blame her. Send her all the hate mail and the hate tweets. Don't send them to me. It wasn't my idea. It was my 10-year-old daughter's.
To the beach, and then I flew back this afternoon. I had initially planned to stay through the weekend and to work remotely there, but as...
By work remotely, I mean sit out in the sun at the beach and just get a tan because God knows I look like a white lump of clay.
As I was heading down there, I started to have second thoughts almost immediately because the crisis here in Texas, you need to be here on the ground.
As I looked at my phone and saw all the people roasting me on Twitter, I started to realize I should probably not have gone and escaped on this little vacation getaway and enjoyed myself and relaxed when I'm supposed to be the senator of the giant-ass state of Texas, which is in ruins right now. You know, it came back to bite me in a way that I did not realize that it could have. In hindsight, I should have been a good person. I shouldn't have been a douche.
But as much as you can do by phone and Zoom, it's not the same as being here. And so I returned this afternoon, and I'm here working to make sure to do everything we can to get the power turned on, but also fundamentally to ask the questions, why did this happen? Why was the Texas grid, which is regulated at the state level, it's operated at the state level, it's not a federal function, it's a state function, but why was the grid not sufficiently prepared so that 4 million Texans lost heat and power? We need to answer that, and we need to make sure it never happens again in the state of Texas.
To what extent? Now, Texas is very unique in that there's no federal control authority over their energy grid. It's separate and apart, which
we don't need no government.
A lot of different reasons is very good for Texas. As you do not have to abide by the burdensome regulations of the federal government. Very smart on Texas.
Is it smart? Because you guys didn't have power for days, while the rest of the country did. Because we're all on the same power grid. Under those bothersome regulations, all those stupid regulations that make sure everybody gets power safely. Those bothersome regulations, you idiot. Look at his fucking face when he says that. Oh my God, he looks like a fucking smushed orange. I don't know. Fuck that guy, Sean Hannity. Oh, he looks like, jeez, he just looks like Fox News. They picked the perfect guy. They did. They really did. Great job, Fox.
Part and I think that's brilliant. Well, I don't know. I'm not really sure. I thought we learned during COVID that teleschool, telemedicine, teleworking, Zoom calls, all this other stuff changed the way we do everything. Now, I'm not assuming that the people of Texas, with all the natural resources of Texas, why is Texas relying on wind turbines, which, by the way, it's use it or lose it. You can't store that.
They cut that part out. So what he was starting to say was that he was defending Ted Cruz by saying, and they cut this out completely, that school from like teleschool and tele everything, like remote working, remote school, remote everything is actually effective. And he was using that argument to defend Ted Cruz and say, see, you could have done your job from Cancun. It wouldn't have been a big deal. But the issue with him making that argument is it goes against everything that he's said in the past about how schools need to be open and that children aren't learning when they're at home instead of in the classroom. And he's contradicting himself. So what Fox News did there is they completely cut out a portion of this interview and made it look like it wasn't even there. But I fucking saw it. You guys are shitty at editing. Shitty at editing. So bad. I don't even want to give this any more attention because that's ridiculous. You're just spinning a bullshit narrative. Even after you spin the bullshit, you're still adding more bullshit and editing that bullshit even more to make sure that your old Republican viewer base still understands things the way you want them to and not the actual way. Fuck that guy. Fuck both of them and everything they stand for. Ted Cruz seriously needs to resign and get out of the state of Texas. He's a disgrace. His name isn't even Ted, it's Raphael. He only uses Ted because that's a white people name and he wants to blend in with the other conservatives. Why pick the name Ted, though? That's so lame and dull, but honestly fits him so well. Anyways, that's what's been happening with Ted Cruz because he's a piece of shit and never does anything right and makes stupid fucking jokes on Twitter while he's supposed to be doing a serious job, which he is horrible at. So, anyways, on a less serious note, I thought we could take a little time to catch up on our favorite YouTuber and crying mukbanger, Nikocado Avocado, and see if his life has gotten slightly more stable. Hopefully. I still don't know if his drama is real or if it's all just made up for the views, but I'm 100% here for it, whatever it is. So let's take a look here and see what's up. Let's find it. Alright, I hope these are new ones. If they're not, I'm gonna be really sad.
Take a shower. I hate showering anyways. I am craving McDonald's. Or can you buy me McDonald's, please?
No, you're gonna get it yourself because
No, please use your money. Can you please buy me McDonald's, please?
You keep spending all your money on food that you don't need to eat.
Yes, I do. I have to eat to survive.
Big you are. You're big.
Oh, he's seen this one. Damn it. Okay, I gotta find a new one. What's this one?
Hate me. My neighbors hate me.
No.
Get an infection from up.
Oh my god. Oh my god, I feel it coming through my shorts.
Ew.
Oh my god.
He pooped himself?
Ew.
So, yeah, he poops himself a lot. That's one of his things that he does. Like, he can't really control what goes on down there. I think, like, The dude needs to see a doctor, first things first. Like, he really needs to see a doctor.
Oh, it's running out. Wait a minute. Oh my god. I just pooped. Oh my god, I pooped!
Oh my god, that's actual poop.
You need to wear a scarf to cover up your shins.
It doesn't matter. It's chin, not shin. Get out of the car. Get out of the car.
I'm just refreshing in the car because it smells like heat.
Get out! Close it! Get out of the car!
People are watching. People
Get out of the car!
People are watching. Close the door. People are looking.
Look!
Look at who? I don't want any.
Ooh, it's up my nose. Oh, it's up my nose.
Good. I hope you get an infection
It's
from
up my nose. It's up my nose.
Did you hit him with guacamole? He looks insane. He looks insane. Oh my god. I need to take a screenshot of this. Wait. No, don't play. Fuck. Oh, I messed it up. What's going on?
Somebody else. Orleans. I
do see that.
I'm no place. My neighbors hate me. This salad. F this salad. I don't want to eat salad. I have no place to go. I can't even leave the state.
Okay, I screenshotted it. It's beautiful.
Somewhere else if you don't stop.
Damn, the new Sonic trailer looks real weird. I'm gonna post these pictures at some point. I have to. They're great. His hair is all slicked back with like guacamole. He's like covered in guacamole all over his face. There's some on the walls. I don't know what happened. They throw food at each other. It seems like a very unstable relationship. Yeah.
It's up my other nose. Jar, was it you? Was it you? Was it you?
It's really you.
Huh?
It was you. You look like you have the whole cookie jar on you.
Tell me that my neighbors are listening. I know you are listening. You. My neighbors hate me. 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 I'm back.
Okay.
A leaf.
He's eating a salad and he's like being very dramatic about it because he never eats lettuce or salad.
This salad. F this salad. I don't want to eat salad. I have no place to go. I can't even leave the state.
Yeah, you don't look like the devil at all.
No, I look like an angel.
Yep. You're wearing a halo right now. Yep. Not two horns.
Look at the halo.
I do see that halo.
Halo. Halo. Surprisingly. Stop. What? This is my wedding. You're ruining my wedding. Sit and be merry and happy.
Hi guys, I'm getting married.
Shh, don't be fake. Be normal. This is my channel. People watch me from Orleans. Stop.
Normal.
Stop. Give me my flowers. You give me my flowers. Stop it. These are my flowers. Somebody else. I'm gonna give them to somebody else. My nail. Ouch. My nails.
Never mind. I'm getting married to somebody else.
Stop.
Why is going on here? Are those worms? What are those? Oh, ghost pepper? Oh, is he eating ghost peppers? Okay, well, let's see where this goes.
Bobby!
Oh my God.
Mommy.
He's literally crying for his mom. Why does he keep eating them then? Oh my God, what is he doing? Now he's got like 5 Happy Meals or something. He's like sitting in his car just... Oh my God, that's disgusting.
I have nothing in my pockets.
Yeah, because I took all your money.
Shut up. There's nothing in my pockets.
Yep, and there never will be because I'll take that too. Nobody likes you because you eat all the pie.
Nobody likes you because you look like a pie.
Nobody likes you because you sit on a pie.
Nobody likes you because you smell like pie poo-poo.
Nobody likes you because you smell like my pie.
Nobody likes you because you smell like pie-er.
Nobody likes you because you're shaped like a pie.
Nobody likes you because you talk like a pie.
What?
No grammar, all squishy.
Nobody likes you because you eat all the pies.
It's everywhere. It's in my hair, in my life. Oh my God, it feels so good. It feels like, oh yeah, in my life. Oh, in my life.
To eat this giant bowl of cheese.
Because the small one's missed. Oh.
What is wrong with you?
It's not that big of a deal. Well, hey guys, look what I just did.
Why would you do that? Why do you do evil things on purpose?
That's not on purpose. To Walmart and not have to wait in line to get this. First of all, the whole scooter thing only became out because I'm 5 months pregnant. It has nothing to do with me and my legs not being able to go up and down. You were telling me that Jasper was the daddy, but now apparently I'm the baby daddy. You are not the baby daddy.
You told me I was the baby daddy.
You're not the baby daddy. Jasper's the baby daddy. Get over here. You are not the baby daddy.
You literally just told me that I'm the baby daddy and that Jasper's not the baby daddy.
Okay, yeah, this is like the made-up drama, I think. There's like a whole narrative here that you have to follow. Where I think like, yeah, a lot of this is staged, but it may have started out as real. I don't know. Maybe it like the lines are blurred. Nobody knows. They don't even know if it's real or not.
Let's put that on record. Put that on record because Nancy's watching this. Nancy, shh. Table manners. Say what you just said about the baby daddy comment. Go.
He told me that Jasper is not the baby daddy. He said that I'm the baby daddy now, even though he just literally told me.
You eat your food right.
Give me a napkin.
No.
Give me a napkin.
No.
Give me a napkin so I can clean it, because if I don't clean it, it's gonna get stuck. It's gonna get stuck.
Eat your food. You're acting stupid.
Give me a napkin.
No.
Give me a napkin.
No. Stop.
Give me the napkin.
Stop.
Give me the napkin. Give me the napkin.
Stop it.
Get your own. Give me a napkin.
He's got a salad. All right. What is he doing?
Hey! Look at this beanbag in a hurry.
Oh my God. It's so good. It's so good. Everything is so good.
Yeah, the Cheesecake Factory is pretty good. I have to agree with you there. He's crying from how good their food is. They have really good pot stickers, also known as dumplings, but they're American. Like, we call them pot stickers. Yeah, America. But no, all of Cheesecake Factory's food is really good. No complaints.
Smell it. You. What is off? Because I don't even fit in my dress.
Because you can't stop eating. Yeah, don't blame the dress, blame your mouth.
I'm actually, I've been on a diet for 5 days, Orland.
You mean 5 hours?
What? He's just punching his camera repeatedly. So that's what's going on with Nikocado Avocado. That's quite the show there, I have to say. It's really something to watch. If you haven't seen Nikocado Avocado's work prior to this, I highly suggest checking his whole channel out. He has multiple channels. He also has an OnlyFans if you're into those types of things, like watching him jiggle his belly fat on camera. So, anyways, we are now coming to that time of the episode, that wonderful, wonderful time, where we check in with the middle-aged white female American population and see what types of public disturbances they've caused this week in another episode of Keeping Up with the Karens. A lot of these people say some really racist and offensive things a lot of the time, so that's why we're going to make fun of them now. They deserve it in most cases for causing the issues. Okay, anyways, let's start the video. Let's find this shit. Alright, here we go.
I protected my family! Get out! We do too. Okay, I'm recording you. Record her. I am recording her. Goodness sakes. Venimos a tener un pacífico día y supuestamente una enfermera.
It's people like you that are ruining this Providence, did she say? That's not racism or anything. That's definitely not racism. She's literally screaming that there's a Hispanic woman at the beach. Because what, they're not allowed to be here? That's pretty fucked up. It's pretty fucking racist, if I'd say so myself.
Calm down. Please calm down.
If she screams
this
from
whole
that balcony one more time, I will call the police.
That's fine.
That's fine.
That's fine.
Yeah, that's my next step.
Everyone's
to
entitled
defuse this whole situation.
You need to be able to calm down and speak
She
rationally.
have to calm.
You have to calm down. Everyone had their turn. She did not interrupt you at all. You've been saying so many things, but she didn't say a word. Listen, you're continuously interrupting. I'm trying to explain.
I'm calling black.
Man, if I was taking your side.
I'm a white. Then that's okay.
Man, if I was taking. That was never said.
That was never said. Write it's not yours. So guys, what we can do, I want you to write down what I will do, ma'am. So this is what we can do. I want that Monday morning, you guys can come to the office and speak.
She's like belligerent. A lot of these Karens are belligerent because, you know, they prescribe Xanax to a lot of middle-aged mom-type women. Like, middle-aged, white, rich, though. You gotta be rich to, like, get Xanax legally, I think. I don't know. It's one of those controlled substances. But they give that to, like, middle-aged, white housewife mom ladies. And they just take that shit all the time, and when they're off of it, they're going through withdrawals, so they're, like, belligerent and crazy and irrational and all of these things. And this is what you get. This is the situation that you get right here.
Why don't you have her just freaking go home?
You don't need to talk to her anymore. The situation it's better if you guys don't even say anything to each other.
All right, but I want in writing what you guys just said to me.
And we'll definitely.
I want it in writing right now. I'm not leaving until.
That's fine. You can have a seat and we'll write it right in front of you.
Yes.
But you need to calm down.
But this is not going to be.
I understand, but it's a.
White lives matter also. White lives matter.
Okay, what? White lives matter, did she just say? That's not... So you don't know what that means, then you're just mad about that these two security guards are black. And that's probably why you're picking this argument with them, and you've threatened to call the police, and you just said white lives matter. You should not exist, lady.
Okay. White lives matter. Yeah. White lives matter, and we don't find it necessary to loot just to find white lives matter. Yeah.
You guys stormed a Capitol. Do you remember that? That was a pretty white people thing right there that you guys did. So, yeah, you do worse than looting. The Black Lives Matter protesters did not storm a government building. That's something that your people do. Your white people, your Proud Boys, those types. Didn't they come into Gretchen Whitmer's place of work with guns or something? And then they also plotted to kidnap her? So what do you... Fuck your white lives matter. No, they don't. Honestly, they don't. You guys just colonize shit and then ruin it for everyone. I'm sorry, but that's just... No.
No, it's not. No, it's not. With what's been going on here, we gotta pay extra security.
That's it. There's nothing to say anymore. You said there's nothing to say anymore.
I want it in writing.
We're writing. We're gonna do that. Don't even worry.
That's what I want.
There's no need to say anything.
Also, you want them to write down the White Lives Matter part just to make sure. Everything you said. Just want to make sure you want them to write down the White Lives Matter.
I'm not getting justice
Guys,
because I'm white.
Guys, please stop talking to each other.
I'm not getting justice
Please stop
because I'm
talking
white.
to him, man. Please stop talking to him.
All right.
The situation will escalate. That's good.
We're gonna go upstairs. All that stuff.
Yeah,
I think
that's fine.
Please stop talking. The situation, we're gonna write it all down.
She's the one.
That's great. So how about you go police somewhere else because you got the wrong one and I got time today. So you can waste your time and the police have time.
Because you're riding around a bike in a community you don't live in.
Who told you I don't live?
White people, you gotta stop. You gotta stop. This is why white lives don't matter. Because you guys do this shit. You make black people feel like they don't matter. So until black lives do matter, white lives do not. How about that? Those are my rules.
In here just because I said no. What if I was lying? That's bull.
That's bull.
I was lying to you.
Go ride. There's a street out here.
Why don't you go ride in the street? Don't jump in front of the cars for all I care. As a matter of fact, you're messing up my heart rate. You're messing up my heart rate.
I don't give a shit.
I can tell you don't give a shit.
Okay?
I was lying. I do live here. No, I'm back up one.
No.
Back up one. Go ahead.
I told you don't live here in the community.
Get the foot belly.
That's it. I'm calling the Palm Beach.
Really, police. Let's go up one time to ya. Since you want to, do I comprehend?
English. You're in the United States of America.
And you can, you know what? Now get Vamon. You know what that means?
I don't give a
You should have a pretty good guess. Call the police. Go ahead. Go for it. I got time today. Since you live in this gated community and I don't belong here and I shouldn't be riding my bike on the bike path, right?
Yeah,
and around the neighborhood.
Live in the community.
So how about this? I lied. I live in the community. What do you have to say now?
If you live here in the community, that's fine.
It's none of your business if I do or not, though. You have no right to approach me.
I haven't seen you before. I simply asked you if you lived in the community.
You're not the neighborhood watch, and even if you are, that's a stupid fucking job that someone with no life does, and that most likely hates black people. So, what this guy is doing right now is assuming that based on the color of her skin, there's no way she can live in this gated community. She actually does live in this gated community, and he's still giving her a hard time because, oh, I've never seen you here. Why does it matter? If she was white, you wouldn't be questioning her, stopping her while she's riding on a bike path. You shouldn't. You don't belong there, dude. You should be at your house, minding your own business.
And I told you I don't have to answer your question, and it's none of your damn business if I live here or not. That's my response to you. So, take it or leave it. I don't live here. I live here. Who gives a...
I don't think you'd be acting that way if you lived here in the community.
You really don't? Okay.
No, I don't.
Go for it. Call the sheriff. I think there's a non-emergency number posted. Why don't you call that number? I'll be riding around.
I'm talking to him right now.
Go ahead. Go for it. I'm going to keep riding around and let me know.
I'm calling the Palm Beach County non-emergency number. We have a lady here who appears to be in her 20s. She's riding a bicycle.
She's a Florida, or this dude's a Florida man. Oh, she's riding a bicycle. What is wrong with that? It's a bike path. It's a bike path, dude.
Around the gated community. I just asked her what business she had here in the community, and she became aggressive and confrontational.
Because it's none of your business if I live here. You have no right to approach me. Go ahead. Go for it.
Yeah.
Look, it's Karen's cousin. Let's go, Tom.
I don't know who Karen is.
I know you don't know. Trust me.
Oh, okay, I just need you to put that on for now while you're in
Old lady won't wear a mask. Here we go.
the building. That's all. Just temporarily while you're in here, then you can take it right back off. You need to have it on while you're doing your transaction. Great. You'll have to put your mask on for me to do that. I will not.
Okay, sorry, we're back. Let's see what this old lady does. Have we seen this one, or have we just seen so many old ladies refuse to put on masks in Costco that it's like they all blur together?
Well, then come back in another time, okay? Sure. Okay. No, I'm gonna have him come out and put in. I'm gonna have him come out and see you. Okay, what's your okay?
Oh yeah, we saw this one. She sits in the middle of the Costco. What's this one? This looks like a classy person.
Out of my face!
You!
Get your finger out of my face!
Dog.
They're small little dogs,
I don't
okay?
care. They're disrupting the entire neighborhood.
I can't believe that somebody could
You're
be
aggravating. Your dogs are aggravating.
I'm aggravating?
And you're aggravating. So take your camera, take your selfie stick, take your dogs, and get the out of here.
What is your name?
My name is Rita. 480 driveway, right there. Okay?
Rita, ma'am.
Whoever you
real
want.
nice. Oh, okay, so I have your permission to post this?
Absolutely.
Okay, great.
Well, now everybody knows that she is a raging bitch. Oh, what's going on here? Is this some sort of restaurant? Security is at the front door. And he appears to be stopping this dude from coming in.
You're gonna make me, bro. Give me that. I don't care right now, nigga. Listen. I'm not either. Get out of my way.
It's a dude who won't wear his mask, and he's telling the security, "Get out of my way." And then, what are you, a cowboy, brother? Like, what do you think this is? 1800s walking into a saloon? Get out of my way. I own this here saloon. These are my parts. This is my wow that I'm trying to go into.
I'm gonna step by you. It's not your building. It's not your store. Call the police. They're right there. Don't get in my face. Back up. Back up. You are nobody to tell me anything.
Right there.
There's no law in this state about that. Please back up. said who? Do you own this store?
Do you own this store? Nobody's security. Do you see the security badge and the shirt that says security on it? Do you not know how to read, sir? Judging by the accent, I would assume you are illiterate. So, yeah, I guess you can't read it.
You see how easy it is? You don't own this, so you don't tell me what to do.
We all have to wear a mask. All of us have to do the same thing to go into a store. It's not this like, it's a very, very simple thing. And then these people have to make it so difficult.
What? You know what? You're nobody.
Oh my god. Alright, well that's that. That's what's going on in Karen land. We had a lot of dude Karens this time. That was good. Let's switching it up a little bit there. So anyways, we should do a relationship advice to close it out. Let's see what we got. Sorry, my acid reflux is acting up. Alright, so this could be some weird fucking fan fiction or something. I don't know what this is, but my girlfriend, 26 female, says she wants me to bang her friend, 30 female. I'm not sure how I feel about that, male, 24. This sounds like some porno plot that a 13-year-old boy wrote. So, yesterday my girlfriend was telling me about she sees how her friend, 30 female, looks at me when I'm around. She said that one of her friends wants it bad, although she is married. I'm not supposed to know that. Then she went on about how she fantasizes about me actually banging her married friend, 30 female, and how it would turn her on if I went with it and started feeling her friend's ass and tits like she wants. And this is written kind of awkwardly, and my girlfriend wants me to start fucking her friend in front of her. I'm not exactly sure how I feel about that. My girlfriend feels turned on by it. I'm scared of what could possibly happen, like, what if I mess up my relationship with my girlfriend somehow? Or what if I mess up her friend's marriage? Or all of the above, and just end up seeing her friend instead, because I used to have a thing for her when I was in my teens, and apparently her friend has a thing for me now. Well, listen, man. This all sounds like a very bad idea. First of all, her friend is married. So, unless the husband knows about this and is okay with that, then there's a no right there. So there's a don't do it. Also, it just doesn't feel right. You don't feel comfortable with it, obviously. You're scared about what could happen. You don't want to toxicify your relationship with your girlfriend, which is a reasonable thing to worry about after doing that, because then most likely she's going to start feeling insecure, and that's just going to throw your relationship for a whole loop that you don't need and obviously you don't want. So if you don't feel comfortable doing it, then don't do it. Listen, man, you're gonna have a lot of chances in life to do things while you're in a commitment, but it's up to you to stay committed and show the person that you're with that you respect them enough to do that. And that's something that it seems like you're more leaning towards than having sex with your girlfriend's friend in front of your girlfriend. Because that would just that just damages trust. That damages the relationship. Whether your girlfriend knows it or not, that's just damaging. So what do the comments say? They say, go tell her husband that. Then after he beats you up, you can tell your girlfriend it's a bad idea. Yeah, there you go. Because you shouldn't, don't be the other man to somebody's affair. because then you're going to feel all kinds of guilt, like a home wrecker. That you don't want to be in that mess. It's not a good position to be in. So that's where I'm gonna end this right here. I gotta do some homework, but thank you very much for listening. As always, you can follow me on Instagram at AlexMadore, which is AlexMadore, or Alex_Madore on Twitter. I'm also on Clubhouse. Trying to figure out what kinds of things I could do on there that would be fun, but we'll see. So anyways, this has been the Short News Podcast. I love you guys very much, and I'll see you in a couple of days. Peace.